Hello, guys. Hi, guys. Good afternoon. This is Lucy coming to you from Delaware. Good news, especially for Nairobi people, for Kenyan people living in Kenya and the winners of the 2025 DV lottery. This is a video about good vibes only. Today, back. I did a video yesterday because there were rumors that the Nairobi embassy is back in business and they are now issuing 2NLs. I asked people to get back to me and confirm, and they did. So thank you for that overwhelming response and confirmation. It has been confirmed that the US Embassy in Nairobi has started reissuing 2NLs for DV 2025 winners. We are live on YouTube. And we are also live on TikTok. So TikTok guys, welcome to this live. I hope you can share the video and have people come and we'll talk about what's going on now. In this video, we'll talk about what 2NL is. I got a lot of responses from people who did not understand what the 2NL meant, what it is, and what it's for. We'll talk about where to find it, how to find it, and what to do after receiving it. We also talk about what Kenyans are saying about the US Embassy in Nairobi resuming DV 2025 visa interviews. Also, a lot of Kenyans are trending 2NK. 2NK, for those who don't know, is like a matatu, a transportation company in Kenya. I think it has trips from Nairobi to Nyeri and other parts of the country. So a lot of people are just making my day today on TikTok, talking about 2NK and confusing it with 2NL and wondering what 2NL is. So we'll break it down today on this video. We'll talk about what 2NL is and what it's for and what to do after you receive the 2NL. So a lot of jubilation from Kenyans who have been waiting for a long time for their visas for the 2NL, for them to be invited to go for their visa interview. It has been a long time coming. People have been waiting and waiting and waiting. Some people had lost hope and now they have their hope back. So I got a lot of confirmation from different parts of the country, from different people. I got messages on my YouTube. I got messages on my email, lucymwangiusa@gmail.com. I got a lot of messages on TikTok. So let's begin by talking about what 2NL is. And congratulations to everybody that has received their 2NL between yesterday. I think I started hearing this information around the afternoon yesterday. I wasn't sure, so I asked people to get back to me and confirm so that we know what's going on and so we can spread the word. And I got overwhelming response. And for that, I thank you guys for getting back to me and letting me know that, yes, it's true. Nairobi Embassy has started reissuing 2NLs to people who won the 2025 DV lottery. So on TikTok, thank you guys for joining the live. Kate Mom, Newton. Today we are only talking about the DV 2025. So if you have any other questions about different kinds of visas, you can just inbox me, especially the people on TikTok. Otora, thank you for liking the live. People who are asking about H-2B visas and all that stuff, you can send me an inbox, send me a message. Right now, this live is about the 2025 DV lottery winners, especially in Nairobi, who are super excited because now they can get their 2NLs and they can finally go and do their visa interviews. So let's talk about what a 2NL is. 2NL means second notification letter. It is really a notification via email. It's not a letter itself. It's just a notification that tells you that you have an update to go and look in your account or to go and look where you checked your results, the same website that you checked your results. You need your email address, you need your confirmation number and your case number. You need to go there and look at the status of your application. So at that point is where you'll find the information about your visa interview. That's where you'll find the date, the time, and the location of where you'll go do your interview. So the second notification letter is literally just a notification. The letter itself is found after you go to that website and read to see what the date is and the time for your interview is going to be. So it's just a notification. The first notification is that you have been randomly selected as to go ahead and proceed with the DV program. The second notification is to invite you for a visa interview. So that is what 2NL is. TikTok, you guys are hilarious. You made my day. You made my day, absolutely. You didn't know, most of you didn't know what 2NL is, and you just made it a joke, and it was just funny across the board. Some people, Mwangi from TikTok said, sisi tunajua 2NK. 2NL ndio nini wadau? Do you guys know sometimes mnafanyanga mtu aone ni kama hakuenda shule, ni kama hajai kanyaga shule. 2NL is not 2NK. Mbogwaje akasema, I have received 2KW in Kawangware. Yani you guys, you just took that 2NL and just rolled with it. 2NK ni za Nyeri, Giraffe God akasema. 2NL ni za Limuru. Kem Martinique anasema, can't you just say second notification letter? Why the secrecy? It is not a secret. It's only an abbreviation that I think a lot of people assume that most people know what we are talking about. It's just like the way we say DV lottery. Not everybody says diversity visa lottery. The assumption is like people know what DV is, but apparently not everybody understood or knows exactly what 2NL is. And then Florence Joyce akasema, si mnafaa kufafanua 2NL ndio nini sasa? So we'll do that. We'll talk about the 2NL, tutafafanua. We'll tell you what, especially this video, by the way, especially is for Kenyans. Kenyans, you'll know what 2NK is. You will understand what 2NK is. Hizo ma 14 sita za kutoka Nyeri, sijui zinaendanga wapi, Eldoret, Thika, Nakuru, zinaendanga Nakuru, Nanyuki, Karatina. They make trips and they also help you with your parcels. Like if you have something to send from Nairobi to Nyeri to Nakuru, those areas. So hizo ni 2NK, and a lot of people were just making fun, confusing 2NL with 2NK. Koi Mary alisema, 2NL ndio nini sasa? Mimi najua 2NK za kwetu za Nyeri. And then She9 akasema, sahi I can confirm 2NK ticket. And next year I will get 2NL. So anyway, let's talk about what 2NL is. Let me see if I can screen share and we can just put that story to bed. We'll explain what 2NL is for those people who are not familiar with it. I'm sure a lot of people know what it is. It's just sometimes you don't know that that's what it is. Okay, so what is a second letter or 2NL? After your case number becomes current through the visa bulletin, you will receive your second letter after a few days, around 7 to 10 days. So a lot of people now in Nairobi, a lot of people received their 2NLs between yesterday and today. That's the information that I got. So once you receive that, first of all, it says you'll receive an email from no reply at state.gov, which tells you nothing except that to check the ESC website to see your updates. So the next thing that you do is you check the email. Be sure to regularly check the email you provided during your DS-260 form. You'll receive email like the one below. You can also check the ESC website directly without checking the email. That's the website that you went to when you went to check the results. It's the same exact website. Make sure you like the live. So the email looks something like this. It tells you that you have received this email notification to inform you that you have updates available at this website, dvlottery.state.gov/ESC. Please log in using your confirmation number from your original application to complete further processing. Then the next thing that you need to do is go to that website. Check ESC website. When you go to the website, you will see a page that looks like this, similar to the same one that when we went to check the results, it looked exactly like this. So entrance status check instructions, blah, blah, blah. You'll enter your information, confirmation number, last name or family name, year of birth, and the authentication. And then you submit. And then the second letter, the 2NL. So this is the page that is widely known as the second letter or the 2NL. It contains the information about your appointment. So I'm on YouTube, I'm sharing the screen. I don't think I'm able to do that on TikTok, but if you're able to join us on YouTube so that you can see what we are seeing, then feel free to do that. Otherwise, on TikTok, please double tap your screen. So the letter comes from the United States Department of State, Kentucky Consular Center. And then it has the date and it has your name. And then it says, "Dear applicant, this is the official notice for you to pursue your application for a DV," and then they put the year of the DV. "An appointment has been scheduled for you at the U.S. Embassy or consulate stated below." Then they will put the embassy there. For us in Kenya, it will be Nairobi. For Ghana, be Accra, or, whatever embassy that you picked, okay? And then it says, "You and all members of your family who wish to apply for a diversity visa must appear at the appointed date and time for your interview. Please notify the office listed if you cannot keep the appointment. You and your eligible family members will be required to submit sufficient proof of identity upon arrival. If you fail to obtain a DV that year, like 2025 visa by September 30th of that year, your registration will expire. Your family members must also obtain their visas prior to, for example, this year, September 30th, 2025. Or they will not be permitted to join you in the United States under the DV 2025 program. Please follow all the instructions provided at that website, dvselectee.state.gov, to prepare for your interview. It is very important that you follow the instructions carefully and completely. The diversity lottery fee for each applicant and each member of the family must be paid in full at the consulate or embassy at the time of your interview. This is only one fee, and you should only make a payment at the embassy or consulate when instructed to do so at the time of your interview. This fee is non-refundable, even if the visa is refused for any reason. So all that information is there. That's why it's important for you to keep your email, know what your email is, the confirmation numbers and all that, because you will need that to check. So here is the interview appointment. It will have the name and the place and the time. So that's how you check the 2NL, and that's how you check the appointment. So what do you do after the second notification letter? So from here, you'll prepare for your interview. The next step is to do your medical, schedule the appointment with the IOM, International Organization for Migration, or wherever it is that you guys do your immigration interviews at. So it gives you options of where to go. If it's just one, it will give you the directions of where to go. It says that some people even go for pre-medical checkup in other reputable hospitals to be sure about the health condition, mainly chest x-ray, blood, and urine tests. So that's the 2NL, guys. That is the 2NL. It is not the mathris from Nyeri to from Nyeri. Zinakuwaga wapi hapo tea room? I don't know where they are. Where is the stage? But Kenyans are very, very funny. If you get it, if you know, you know. If you know those mathris, you know. If you don't, then imekupita tu hivyo. But it took me a minute to connect the dots. I didn't know what Kenyans were talking about. I was like, why is everybody talking about 2NK? What is 2NK? And then nikashikanisha. After nikashikanisha, ndio nikajua wa, okay. So on YouTube, hello Rwanda Clips, how are you? Thanks for joining. It's Wanji Wakyoru unasema they reached 21K. Is there hope to schedule more? I hope so. I hope so because like I was showing you guys the other day, if I didn't show you guys, let me show you now. I'm showing the visa bulletin. Let me see if I'm able to share this one with you guys so you can see. The visa bulletin, where is that at? The visa bulletin for 2025 for August, which is the final one, is showing us that for Africa, the case number 58,500, that is the last one. So anybody who has a case number below 58,500 has the potential to be invited for a visa interview. So if you are, except if you're in these countries, Algeria, Egypt, and Morocco, there's a little bit lower. If you're in Asia, it's 14,500, Europe 2,300, North America, in the Bahamas, they're current, Oceania 1,775, South America 2,825. So I hope that hata kama wamefika 21K right now, if they continue, depending on how many they issued yesterday, between yesterday and today, because I'm getting information that a lot of people received their 2NLs yesterday and then today also. So depending on how many they give out this month and then they are able to schedule and accommodate, I hope they will continue with the same pace. And I hope that everybody who is current below 58,500 will be able to get an opportunity. XYAAO anasema DV 2026 watatuma lini 2NL Kenya Nairobi. So if everything goes like before, although you cannot predict the previous year's DV progress with this one, because umeona vile 2024 was really good for Kenyans, and then 2025 they kept a lot of people in limbo. They kept a lot of people in limbo. I think from January, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, 7 months of nothing. 7 months of nothing, Maze. That was not okay. But we thank God that they're able to open up again. You know how sometimes you pray God for something, but then we forget to go back and thank God for answering the prayer. So this video today is to join other Kenyans who are celebrating and thanking God for that opportunity, because a lot of people had given up. So if we go by the previous years, then for 2026 DV, they should start issuing 2NLs either late September or October. How can one succeed in the DV? Sir Hart anauliza, how can one succeed in the DV? So that's on TikTok. There is no trick to it. It's just luck. It's just luck and preparation and submitting the a good photo and making sure that you're completing the application the way it's supposed to be, making sure you're eligible either by nationality or education, and just praying to God that you get selected, because it's a random selection. John Ndolo, habari ya siku yako? I'm good. My day is going well. It's summertime here. Thank you guys for joining my live today. It's Friday afternoon here in Delaware. When is the visa bulletin starting for DV 2026? Kelvin Ruto. So we'll look at the visa bulletin for September. That's when it will start showing what's going to happen for the 2026 one. Joe McCarthy on TikTok, please, what's the possibility of getting an interview when your case number is 12K? I think there is a very high possibility now that the 2NLs are being issued. Is it in Kenya or where? Either way, depending on the embassy that you're going to, the 12K is pretty good. 12K is pretty good. Let me see if there's any other questions. So, like I was saying, a lot of times we pray for things, but then we forget to go back and thank God for fulfilling our prayers or for answering our prayers. So what do you do after you receive your 2NL? Like I said, you make sure you do your medical, make sure you have all your documents ready. Police reports, there are some people who up to now have not done their police reports. All these things should have been done. You should have had all these things, birth certificates for you and your loved ones, everybody who is listed on that DS-260. If you're married, marriage license. If you're divorced, divorce papers, high school certificate, verification, all that. You should have all those documents. Passport, obviously. Hope by now all the winners have their passports. I am Coril Jr. Can you advise someone to go for an interview in another country, say like Tanzania? So from what I've heard, if your case is not current, some people are moving their appointments, but a lot of people are against that. They're saying now that Kenya has started reissuing their 2NLs that you should just wait and see what happens. But it's a case by case. I can't like specifically advise you on what to do. I don't know your case number and I don't know where you're at as far as 2NL. Did you get it or not yet? Says, I know a friend amepata 2NL na hana host. Would you help him or do you know anyone who is willing to host? There was a lady here on my last TikTok live that said that they host. So even here on this social media, there are a lot of people who are willing to host right now. I don't host, but I know Nafula Charlene, she hosts. She's in New York, and I know Shiko Hope. So if you go on YouTube and look them up, or if you just Google them, they offer hosting services. Here is Aaron Kabu. Hi, Aaron. Hello, Lucy, Ghanaian guy who asked for assistance via email a few days ago. Thanks for all you do for us. Thank you so much, Aaron. I talked to John, and I hope you guys are communicating. I forwarded your email to him, so hopefully you guys can stay in touch and go back and forth about the Accra embassy because he already has the experience. I want to take this opportunity to especially thank my fans in Ghana. Thank you for your participation in my comment section. Thank you for watching my videos. Ghana, big shout out. Nairobi, big shout out. Sierra Leone, Gambia, Zambia, Qatar. Thank you very much, guys, for watching my videos. Let's see. What can we do to our social media accounts to meet the requirements? To meet the requirements, social media nowadays, yeah, it used to be an option that you volunteer your social media handles. So now it's not an option, it's a requirement. So the best thing to do is just to keep your social media accounts clean. Just have clean content, nothing anti-American, no criminal activity, nothing that will put you in jeopardy, nothing that will jeopardize the national security of the US. So yeah, other than that, you're good to go. Good to go. No crimes, no violence, especially against kids and women and all that. Just keep your content clean. I think should be good to go. Yeah, it's no longer an option now. It's actually they've mandated that they have to look at your social media handles. It is part of the screening process in their, especially with this administration. They are trying to tighten security, especially for people coming from outside. I'm from Ethiopia. I'm DV 2026, the winner, and my case number is 20,000. My question is, which month will my 2NL come? So that depends on your embassy. So the 2NL does not depend on your visa. Your visa interview does not depend on the Kentucky Consular Center. Once you get the 2NL, it means that your DS-260 has been processed, and now it's up to the embassy at your country, whatever country you are. So just keep checking your emails, check to see whether they've sent you an email, whether you have an appointment. I would make it a habit to look at my email all the time, like several times a day, because you don't want to miss that email. You don't want to miss that email. Thank you for joining the live on TikTok. Thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate on YouTube. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions about the DV 2025, anybody here who has recently received their 2NL, you can do a confirmation here for us. But I have already received so many messages for people who have actually received their 2NL. So congratulations to you guys. We keep praying that you pass your interview, because having the 2NL is not the final thing. You pray that your medical will go okay, that you won't have anything that will hinder your progress. And then when you get to the interview, you pray that your qualifications will be okay, that everything will be fine, and your interview will be quick, and you'll get your visa. And by the 30th of September, mtakuwa hapa. You will join us here and we will celebrate again. So this video is just about jubilation and good vibes, and thanking God on behalf of everybody who was waiting for their 2NLs, and now they've received them, and people who are current in their case numbers and are now looking forward to getting their 2NLs. So I'm happy for you guys. It's not always doing videos when things are bad. When things are good, we come back and we thank God for hearing our prayers. We were praying for you guys, even if we even as we don't need the green card because we're already here. But you can understand how painful it would be if you get selected and then you can't get an opportunity to go present your case so that you can apply for the visa and finally come here. You never know. And I know some people are like, kwani, as I had some comments here. I don't know if I'm able to share them, but there are people who are talking about kwani US ni binguni, is the US heaven? Why are you making such a big deal about the US? US can be life-changing for a lot of people. There are people who just want an opportunity. And we all know that the US is full of opportunities. Unajituma, you do what you can do. And, you can change the lives of you for your life and your family. So, Joe McCarthy, thank you for all you do. I hope to meet you someday. I wish you all the best. I hope mkikuja huku, don't forget to hit me up. Let me know. We can do a live together. You can come visit me. That would be nice. Like for people who have had the opportunity to talk to when they were in their own country, and then having to have conversations with them or to meet them when they get here is a very fulfilling thing for people who do these videos. It's very fulfilling, and I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Joe McCarthy, you're still in Ghana. Did you apply? You applied, right? You applied, and did you win? I don't remember if I saw your video. I mean, your comment, whether you already applied. Rwanda Clips. You're saying I'm a DV winner and I still haven't submitted by DS260 because of documents. Oh, for which year? For 2026 or 2025? Because if it's for 2025, you're very late. But I'm hoping it's for 2026. And what documents are you missing? Because 2026, you still have time. What documents are you missing? Okay, it's for this year. What documents are you missing? Vidic. Hello, Lucy. Which state do you stay? I stay in Delaware. It's in the East Coast of the US. Warren, stay raw. I hope I said that okay, Warren. Habari, Lucy. Niko poa. How are you? How are you? Naima Gasheri, how many 2NLs have been sent so far? They haven't updated. I was looking, unless somebody else has a different, let me share this. Unless somebody else has different information, I was looking to see if Nairobi has given the number of the 2NLs that they have shared, but I don't think so. Let me see. The most current one is 421 for Nairobi. But very soon they will update it and we'll be able to see. But this is their website that you go to check to see right here. This website right here is the one you go to check to see different embassies and how they are performing, how many 2NLs have been issued, how many visas have been issued, how many are still in the administrative processing, 221G, how many have been refused, how many are ready, all that. That's where we go to check. So far, I'm not sure how many have been issued, but of course, we'll get that information. Joe McCarthy in Ghana, you're saying I was selected for the DV 2026. All right, congratulations. Congratulations. So are you doing your DS 260 and all that? You've done all that, so I hope so. So Rin Thiaka is saying 21.3K in their group. Okay. Warren, you're saying you're okay. You're in Kansas, good city to work in the water. Oh, underwater. Okay, I get you. Okay. John Bosco Kamau, hello, Lucy. I tap your blessings. Amen. I wish you all the best. Rwanda Clips, you're saying I was correcting my birth certificate though. Okay. Hopefully you'll do it in time. Hopefully you'll do it in time to get, because you don't want to be so late, right? You don't want to be so late. You want to be on time. You want to be on time. You want to get these things out of the way, the documents, verification, getting your birth certificates and all that. What if, Carol Karaoke, what if I fail the interview at DS 160 wanaweza nipea 2NL? Like if you are trying to come in as a visitor or what, Carol? DS 160 is the non-immigrant visa. But I don't think if you try to apply for a visitor visa and then you get denied, I don't believe that it affects you if you win the DV. Those are two separate things. Case Naima Gasheri. Case 40K, should we be hopeful DV 2025? Like I said to one person, alini inbox, akasema, my case number was whatever it was, and should I lose hope? I would not lose hope until it's over. Before September 30th, ifike, and if your case is current below 58,500, why would you lose hope? You keep the faith. You waited for this month. How many? 7? You waited for 7 months with nothing. So just continue waiting 2 more months. You never know. You never know. If I apply this October, Susu is asking, if I apply this October, when will I know if I'm selected or not? I never applied. Okay, you have never applied before. Okay, so if you apply this October, the DV lottery entries, they open in October, around the beginning of October, and then they go on until sometime beginning of November. It's a very short window, small window. If you apply in October, you will expect the results to come out in the beginning of May of 2026. Yeah, if you apply in 2025, you will get the results 2026 May. From May, moving forward from May. So guys, thank you for joining the live. Make sure you double tap so we can keep this conversation going. If you have questions about the 2NL, I hope that the explanation and the definition and the clarification about the 2NL, I hope you guys understand what it means. So there are a lot of people on TikTok who are saying that now people need to move fast. Kevin alisema kama mtu hakuwa amefanya harambee ama kuuza land amechelewa juu hii gari inapita expressway, hakuna kushukia njia. Mazee, now remember how I was telling you guys to stay ready so you don't have to get ready? This is not the time to get ready. You should have been ready. This is just the time to wait, have your documents, and just wait to go for medical. Go for medical, have your money together. Everything should be set by now. If you haven't, you have a very limited time to get everything together. I wish you all the best. I hope you will meet the deadline. Mungu akubariki na do. I hope you get money to pay for the flight, for the medical, for the visa application fees, because it can end up being a lot of money, especially if you have a family. Rotemo unasema, we are praying for the green card. Amen. I hope you applied. I'm a single mom with 2 kids, but their dad is American citizen. So if I apply alone, is there a problem? No, because he doesn't need to apply. You do, you and the kids. Unless the kids are American citizens, question mark. Kifni unasema wanaweza fika 51K. So as long as it's below 58,500, I feel like anybody below that has a shot of getting an interview. The kids are already citizens, so it's just you that needs to apply. Are you processing through marriage also? Or you just want to do them both at the same time? Because you can always do that also. That might be even quicker if you win the DV. Yeah. You can have two things going at the same time. You can be applying through marriage, and you can also play the DV. So whichever works. Whichever works for you. I wish you all the best. Yeah. Kenyans, mkwaje? How are you, Kenyans? How are you doing? How are you doing? The people who were very nervous now, is your heart feeling a little bit relaxed kidogo? Pressure imeshuka? Pressure imeshuka kidogo? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Watu walikuwa stressed. Hi, Lucy. Haron Njadhi. Niko poa. How are you? Niko poa, niko poa. For those of you who don't understand Swahili, this video especially was for Kenyans. I made this video especially, I'm going live especially for Kenyans and also other people who have not received their 2NLs, but mostly for Kenyans who have been waiting for many months. Many months of waiting with nothing going on at the Nairobi embassy. So Kenyans are celebrating right now. The ones that participated in the 2025 DV, they're celebrating because yesterday they started receiving their 2NLs, second notification letter, which invites them to go for their visa interview. Because before they get that notification, they cannot move forward. And a lot of people were in limbo for a long time. They're just waiting. So that was really good news for them. So yesterday I made a video asking people to confirm whether those rumors were true, that the Nairobi embassy has started reissuing 2NLs, and a lot of people came through and confirmed. I appreciate you getting back to me and letting me know. You all know that I depend on you for feedback. Mnaniambia what's going on the ground, so that I can also do videos like this and help other people to know what's going on. So I appreciate. Ratama said, are we paying for the green card? Paying for the green card? Yes, it's not free. There are a lot of fees associated with the green card. The green card itself, application is free. When you go to submit your initial entry, that one is free. Once you complete the DS-260, free things stop there, because after that, you will get the 2NL that we're talking about right now. You will get the second notification letter. Once you get that, then you have to go for medical, which is you have to pay per person. And then you will pay for the visa application fees. In order for you to go for that visa interview, you will need to pay a certain fee. And then, and that's per person, and it's also non-refundable. After that, I'm not sure if you pay for you to go pick up for DHL or whatever courier service that you use to go pick up your visa after your passport, after the visa has been stamped, right? You pay for that. And then there are other miscellaneous fees that you have to worry about, certification of the your verification of your certificates, any other miscellaneous charges, like the police report. Do you guys pay for the police report, by the way? Ama hiyo ni utumishi kwa wote? Is that a free service, the police report? So, and then obviously the flight, you have to pay for the flight, and you also have to have a little money when you come here, because you don't want to just come empty-handed. So yes, yes, there are very many charges associated with the DV. And then when you get here, you have to pay the green card fees in order for you to be issued with that green card. It's not free. You have to pay like $235 or something like that. So yeah. What's all about the visa interview? The visa interview for the DV, It's pretty much what's in your DS-260, the information that you provided there. Mostly is just a verification process. Number one, they want to verify that you're the person that you say you are. You are the person that completed the DS-260. That's why they ask you to bring the confirmation page of the DS-260. Your passport for the purpose of identification, your birth certificate. They're verifying all that information, eligibility, whether you are eligible either by education or work experience. They are also checking to see whether the information matches the DS-260 information and what you're saying, how you present yourself, your confidence, biometrics, criminal background. They're gonna do that. It's just a verification process. So it shouldn't be such a headache. It should be smooth if you have all your documents and obviously your visa application fees. They're going to do the biometrics and all that. If your medical was good and there was nothing, red flags there, then you should be good. So that's all about the visa interview process. I'm Korir Jr. Clarify on flights fare for adults and young children, say under 5. Is the fare the same? I don't think it's the same. Usually for children, it's a little bit less, but you can just check different flights. As you act like you're paying for a flight and check to see. You don't have to pay for it. You can just look at different quotes and see. Hi, Lucy. The highest case number that have gotten 2NL. Where, in Kenya? 21K. I think that's the one I've heard so far. But I could be wrong. There could be higher than that. Okay. On Abdirashid Omar, is it possible a case under the cutoff, but it's high number at 50K at Nairobi be getting a chance to get a 2NL? I hope so. I hope that they will give as many people as possible up to the max. I hope so. Because usually sometimes when they have all these delays, I think somebody said it happened in 2022. There was like a rush towards the end, the last 2 months. They issued so many 2NLs and they did so many interviews towards the last section of the DV lottery. So I'm hoping that that's going to be the same thing. Bageni Lawrence, my case is 35, blah, blah, blah. Should I have hope because it's still at NVC? In where? Which country? In which country? If it's still at NVC, there's nothing really you can do. You just have to wait until your case becomes current, and then you keep checking your email to see whether you're getting a second notification letter so you can go for the interview. But 35K is not too bad. I'm hoping that you can get your interview soon. Thank you guys for joining the live and liking the live. There's a question here that I would like you guys to help answer if you've already done this. Naima Gasheri is asking, NEC verification for your Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education verification. Is it a must when you have the original documents? Do you have to verify your documents if they are in their original, original form? Because I thought if it's original, you don't have to go through the verification. Can you guys let her know if you still need to go through the verification process? Is there a website that they can go to and just do the verification? And how much is it roughly to do that? I don't think it's a lot of money, and I don't think it would hurt if you have them verified. If you're already questioning it, then I would do it. If you don't want that to be the thing that you know. Can you roughly estimate the cost of the entire process apart from flight? Yeah, I just went over the costs of that. So you can just multiply that by the currency exchange for Kenya or wherever country you are. Or if you want to see the fees, you can go to travel.state.gov and then under the diversity visa, look at all the costs, the fees cost for that visa. It will tell you the visa application fee, roughly how much the medical would be, and the visa, the green card itself. And then the flights, obviously, it depends on which airline that you take. How can someone come abroad? There are many ways that you can do that. Isaac Minor, you can, do you want to immigrate, or like, do you want to move to the US, or you want to come and study? You want to visit, you can come through the job. You can get married to a US citizen. There are so many ways you can play the DV lottery and see if you win, like the people who are now planning to come this year who won the DV 2025. Dearest, Macho Carol anasema, no, you don't have to verify, but they have a way to verify themselves. Okay. The Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education. Okay. Okay. I thought that if you have original documents, you don't need to verify again, but I could be wrong. Haile anasema DV 2026 winners can email to KCC about my DS 260 status before October. Yeah, if you need like to have them open the DS 260 for whatever reason, yeah, you can email them. All right, I'm looking to see if there's any other questions about the 2NL, about the 2025 DV and steps to follow after you receive your 2NL. I know it was a long waiting game. It was a long waiting game, especially for the people in Nairobi. You waited a long time and finally things are looking up. I'm happy for you guys. I am truly happy for you guys. I was getting a little bit concerned because 7 months is a long time to wait. There's no action at all. So there's a question here from Abdi Rashid. For medical issue, I had of many guys talking of IOM. So I was like, how is that related? Since for medical checkup, one can get from public hospital. So for this particular one, there is recommended, actually it's not recommended. They tell you where to go. You can go to a public hospital and get like the regular vaccinations and stuff like that. But for that particular medical checkup, you have to go to where they tell you to go when you get your second notification letter. If your country has different options, like I think John said in Ghana, you can go to, I think he said Akai or some other place that he said. So you can have options where to go. But in Kenya, it's IOM. You go there, they give you directions, and you're the one now to schedule an appointment. You have to go with your visa appointment letter to that appointment. That's why it's important that you get your 2NL, that notification letter, before you go schedule your medical. So that's the difference. They are like immigration approved physicians or clinics that you have to go. There are specific ones. It's not just any one. And actually, Macho is saying if they are suspicious about the certificate, they have a way to verify with NEC. Okay. And then about the vaccinations, they will not accept vaccines from another hospital. It will not be accepted. Okay. So, but I've had, that could be, but I've also had some people who already had their measles, their the MMR, their COVID vaccines, if they are updated, those ones. But if you don't have other vaccines that are required, then they can give you the shots there. All right. So let me see if you guys have any other questions. If not, then we can end the live unless you have any other questions. And I appreciate you for joining my live today. I appreciate you. I wish you all the best as you prepare for the interviews. I know some people that have gone through the process, but when it got to the interview, they did not succeed. And it's very unfortunate. So it's important to have all your documents ready. It's important to be confident in your answers. Don't forget to look these officers in the eye. A lot of us Africans are very shy. We don't look people in the eye when we speak, but the American tradition, looking people in the eye directly and speaking shows confidence, and it shows that you're truthful and you're not trying to hide anything. So when you speak to them, be friendly, just smile, be nice, be confident, be professional, and everything should be good. You already know what's in your DS-260, so everything else is just, you're just waiting for them to tell you that you've been approved for the visa, and then the next thing is to go pick up your passport after a few days. After that, hopefully you have your money together for the flight, and then you need to be in the US before September 30th of 2025, because the fiscal year for the DV program ends on September 30th of 2025. And if you're not here in the US by then you will forfeit your chance. You cannot use that DV, the visa for that. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. So thank you for joining the live. It's saying that my live on TikTok will end in about five minutes. So if you don't have any any questions, then I wish you all the best as you continue with your preparation. We thank God for the Nairobi Embassy. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a very good afternoon and good night, depending on where you are. I will see you guys on my next videos.